The FIVB Beach Volleyball Swatch World Tour is once again casting its spell on Asia as the tour hits the sands of the Olympic Stadium in China's Cheoyong Park. Gold medal action from the women's event coming up right here in Beijing. Welcome to Centre Court here, Clayton Lucas with you for the women's gold medal match as Italy take on Brazil. Menegatti and Cicolari against Juliana and Larissa. Both teams guaranteed a medal, but which one will be shining brighter? Who will have gold and who will have silver? The conditions are just about perfect for a game of beach volleyball in this legendary stadium that hosted the 2008 Olympic Games, one in which Juliana and Larissa did not compete together. Larissa having to play with a different partner because Juliana injured herself. Both teams came through a fairly convincing set of semi-finals. Neither one really troubled. Teams going through the warm-up on Centre Court. Quick glimpse of Marta Menegatti, the younger of the two, does a lot of the defending. Best finish in a Beijing Grand Slam for these two was 4th back in 2011. Cicolari, the blocker. Neither player in their partnership together have ever won a gold medal. They've been second on a couple of occasions, but this team, in the form of Juliana and Larissa, have won more times than the Italian team have probably played in tournaments. In fact, they have. Cicolari played 29, and Menegatti played 40 tournaments, and Juliana has 42 career wins, and Larissa has 43. And the Brazilian duo with a combined total of $2.5 million in prize money during their 11 seasons on tour. Disappointingly though for the Brazilians last year, here in Beijing, they only managed 17th. And amazingly, by their standards, have yet to win an event this year. They were 3rd in Shanghai, 2nd in Sanya, and 4th at home in Brasilia, the first event of the year. But few would argue against them taking gold here against Menegatti and Cicolari. It should make for a fascinating contest. So the warm-ups take to the bench, their benches respectively, are in fact their dugouts. But it's a nothing to lose game for Italy. On paper they're not expected to win. It's a good opportunity for them to go out, test themselves and just enjoy the fact that they're in a final and enjoy the fact that they're here at the Olympic Stadium. And after it's all said and done, win or lose, few would argue against them actually medaling in London later this year at the Olympics. Be interesting to see how they get on today and how they do against Juliana and Larissa. Well, the head-to-head is 5 matches that they've played. It's 3-2 lead for Juliana and Larissa as we get to see Australia's Catriona Tweedy, who's in charge of proceedings, and she is ably assisted from the sand by Egypt's Amina El Sigani. So then, time to meet the teams ahead of this gold medal encounter. Larissa-Menegatti takes to the sand. Some great applause from the fans. And her playing partner, Greta Cicolari. Between them, they have $250,000 in prize money, a tenth of what the combined earnings of the Brazilians have. So out onto court comes Juliana, taller of the two in the partnership, and the one who does the blocking, 1m77, Juliana. Larissa, in your picture, 174, but an absolute pocket rocket who many players try and leave well alone when it comes to the sand because she's got all the shots. All to play for here then at the Olympic Stadium. First set underway of this gold medal match. Italy in green serving, but first points to Brazil in yellow with a gift from Menegatti. It's a nervous start for the youngster. That miss from Larissa takes some of the pressure off Menegatti, who's likely to be the player that Brazil go after throughout this match. That's a great recovery. Free ball though for Brazil. Juliana gets the wipe off. Super swing for Menegatti, not phased at all by Juliana breaking from the net quite late. And she just gets up and buries this one. Well, that's a great pick-up. Cicolari having gone a little bit too close to Menegatti. I think Menegatti couldn't quite see where Cicolari was and trying to play it back to the centre of court. That's a great pick from Juliana. And now from Larissa. Brazil doing all the defending, and then they come up with an attack to win them a point and put them 5-2 up. They soaked up the pressure of Italy, and then when they had their opportunity, they took it. A serve for Cicolari. All part of the fun nowadays when the ball hits the top of the net as to where it's going to land. Massive block from Cicolari. She's overly concerned really with Juliana, and that she's okay. Juliana went into her. Juliana doesn't even give Cicolari a second glance. And Juliana just comes back and does what she does best. Thumps the ball down. Italy getting as good as they get so far in this gold medal match. Cool and calm under pressure, Larissa, with a lovely cross-court shot, leaving Menegatti stuck in the sand. So an ace serve for Brazil. The teams change ends once again. Great play from Juliana and Larissa. As soon as Italy were off the net, Juliana broke. Larissa was covering the line, and then she's able to come back with a lovely, delicate line roll. A serve. That's a brilliant serve from Brazil. And Italy have seen enough. They call timeout. It's just that difference in class that Brazil have, which at the moment is proving the difference between the two teams. Hit hard enough to allow Juliana to try and volley it back. Brilliant play, just brilliant. Brazil at their best. Well, after the Lord Mayor's show, as they say, you want to keep pressure on a team, you've got to keep the ball in play from the serving line. Good pick up from Menegatti. It's going to be another opportunity here though for Brazil. Well, Larissa is determined to make that work. She does on that occasion. She tried twice in the semi-finals and failed miserably. Maybe she's got 50 pence on it with Juliana that she's going to make that work. If so, she's got her 50p. Big block, but it doesn't stay in play. And in fact, Juliana saying she never touched that. Now I cannot believe for 1 minute, and neither can Cicolari, that ball has gone into the net and gone out. That has gone into hands. I'd be amazed if that has not hit Juliana. And it's a yellow card time delay. Cicolari just cannot believe it. Well, she dismisses the whole thing and laughs it off, but she'll be bitterly disappointed. So Juliana feeling perhaps a little bit charitable with that poor serve. We hit the technical timeout. Brazil in the driving seat, but many might feel in controversial fashion. Menegatti with the serve. And Larissa just makes it look so easy. It's as if she's running and jumping on a hard court. Nice call and a good leave. It's just the one area of Brazil's game at the moment that's letting them down. And now starting to creep into Italy's game. Again, Larissa has all the shots, but Italy are continuing their game plan of going after her from the serve. It's not helping, it's not paying any dividends at the moment, as they're 6 points behind. Larissa with the serve. And Juliana comes up with another block. And if you hit in the same rhythm as you take off, Juliana is going to be on your case. And in this occasion, in Cicolari's face, great block from her. Good touch. Just a little too much on that one. But nice work from Brazil. They're making Italy work very hard for their points. Larissa quite happy to work the side-out game. Free ball for Brazil. And what about that? For tenacity from Italy, under pressure from the serve, chasing what was a lost cause, and then Cicolari comes up with a great block. Menegatti. It's almost as if Larissa's just trying to add a new element to Brazil's side-out capabilities by making it a little bit more difficult for teams to know what she's going to do. I'm not too sure Juliana's too keen on the prospect. A little bit of a conflab after that last point. Menegatti hammers that one cross-court. First now set point then for Brazil. And it's done at the first time of asking. A touch day serve from Juliana, and Brazil take the first set 21-13. Of the first set score. A stroll in the Olympic Park for Brazil. And he's back to the drawing board for Italy. They went after Larissa in the first set. You just wonder whether or not they might change that and go after Juliana in the second. They've got to do something different if they are going to take this to a decider. Great touch. Juliana is so good at the break and play. And Juliana and Larissa set their stall out very early with a great point from serving, and then transitioned, making their block defense work hard. Good work from Cicolari. You have to play a beach-style offense against Juliana. Up, delay, roll. If you go in the same rhythm, you'll be in trouble. Menegatti in the right place, just couldn't get the right angle to keep the ball in play. Larissa waiting on the line as she hoovers up the ball and put Brazil into a 2-point lead. That was there to be put away. Chance goes begging, and Italy in trouble early on. Call timeout. It's all well and good saying, yeah, let's go out, enjoy ourselves, have fun. But suddenly, when you're faced with the reality of what's in front of you, it's a lot easier said than done. And Italy are finding it a little difficult at the moment. Well, this time it's given Italy's way. In the first set, Juliana said I didn't touch it, and the referee said I believe you. In the second set, the referee saying no, come off your arms, and went out of play. That's too tight to the net, surely. Well, that should have been Cicolari's block, and she knows it because Larissa was off balance, going with one arm, but somehow gets the ball through the block. Ball was tight to the net. Juliana was protecting the line but didn't put up her right hand and opened up the cross court for Italy. Menegatti now with the serve. Tension and frustration is beginning to mount for Italy. Cicolari just trying to calm Menegatti down, not let her worry about a missed serve, put it behind her, focus on siding out. Which Cicolari does. I just feel that maybe Brazil missed a trick with that last point. Menegatti was concerned about missing her serve. Maybe it would have been worthwhile serving at her. Let's see what else happened.
Juliana.
Well, that was a belter from Menegatti, who actually puts her hand up to apologise to Larissa, but I can tell you now, if it had been Larissa, she was just turned around and got on with it. She's put herself in the line of fire. If she gets hit, she gets hit. She doesn't care too much. It's the strength of the net that make Brazil such a potent weapon. When it comes down to one-on-one, they very rarely lose. Larissa a little bit upset with herself. She was there in position. Well, Juliana just trying too hard to put the ball in a place where Larissa could have an attack. And straight away, Larissa on her case while Juliana's trying to get sand out of her face. Italy crept back into this set. They trail by 1. Still sticking with Larissa as their target. And Larissa gets the side out. The chase was on for Menegatti, but she wasn't quick enough. Oh, that's a good pickup. Menegatti goes and she puts the ball down. Larissa was caught mid-court and didn't know quite where to go from there. Nice block from Cicolari. She's got Larissa at long last. She was in very early and took away the cross court. Technical timeout, just 1 point separating the teams. It's not going to be plain sailing here for Brazil. But as soon as they if we have a look at some of the highlights, that was the one where she put herself in the line of fire. That was the one where Juliana wins the joust. It's fascinating watching, and there was a real tell on that last play. Larissa was moving inside, but her arm was way behind her. There was only one place she was going to play that ball. Easy to see it on the video screen, not so easy to see it and read it and react to it when it's happening to you in real time on court. Nice block from Juliana. It's her second of the match. Puts Cicolari down. And again, 2 in a row for Juliana. Cicolari decides she's going to hit quickly and pays the price. Straight onto Larissa. Chance for 3 points in a row here for Brazil. Menegatti reads it. And comes up with a lovely shot. Excellent play from the youngster. Too much power for Menegatti to handle. was brilliant from Juliana. She really enjoyed that one. Well, they've already called their timeout. They're not allowed another one, but no punishment. Oh, good pick-up. Larissa getting in with a block, but it's only a continuation. Cicolari with no block, and Larissa playing defence. Just brilliant from Juliana and Larissa. All four players involved in the rally. But it's Brazil who have the point. Cicolari fires that one home, but is the damage done? 4 points the lead for Brazil. Larissa came in, had a look to see what Menegatti was doing, spotted her running to the line, and then played the ball back to where she had been standing. Nicely done, Cicolari changing arms. Off the block and out of play, and Brazil go marching on. 18-13, 3 points away from gold here in Beijing. Juliana will serve and come through to block. The break was on. Juliana had signalled that she was blocking cross court, so therefore ran cross court in the break, and Larissa didn't move. So 2 touches against Cicolari. The ball was a roll shot and she tried to play high hands defence, but it went from one hand to the other. Larissa with the serve. Juliana makes the block, well covered by Menegatti. Good play from Italy. Then Cicolari finds the gap down the middle, and they have the ball back. But it's looking ominous for Italy. Best place to go, straight down the middle. Larissa tries to put an angle on the ball, but it's well read by Menegatti, who can't find an angle herself. And it's now match point for Brazil. Juliana have just had her glasses cleaned. Now he gets ready to serve. Italy with their backs firmly to the wall. And it's a massive block from Juliana to seal the deal here in Beijing. And at the fourth time of asking in 2012, Juliana and Larissa take gold on the World Tour, and they've beaten Italy in 2 straight sets. A comprehensive win for Juliana and Larissa. Cicolari-Menegatti will have to make do with silver. And it really has been an emphatic performance from them. They played so well throughout this tournament, gone through undefeated. They found their rhythm. They played some sensational volleyball, and there really is nobody at all who can get anywhere near them. Confirmation of the score: 21-13, 21-15. They made it look easy, but they worked really hard. Here are the highlights.
Juliana, congratulations, your first gold of the season.
I'm first gold of the season. It's special because I've lost the bad memories in Beijing, and now for my life is good. I forget now the Beijing bad memories, and now I hope my team get better and improve for the next tournament. There is 3 weeks off in Brazil. I have to train more and keep it hard for the next tournament.
Happy with the win? Happy with the win today?
Yeah, sure. We lost the last tournament, and we really hope we win this tournament because it's very important for us. This season is very important because after more confidence for Olympic Games, and now the first place is very good. I'm feeling very happy.
Okay, congratulations to both of you.
Thanks.
Thank you.
Well, as you can see, 2 very happy individuals. Not been a great time for Juliana here in Beijing, but all of that has come to an end now with her gold. We do hope you've enjoyed the volleyball here. We'll have a medal ceremony for you a little bit later on, but for now, though, from myself, Clayton Lucas, it's time to say goodbye.
哪儿比哪儿那球。